Today we're going to do a guided Vipassana meditation, a practice of insight meditation using a noting practice. You can allow your eyes to close and settle into a comfortable meditation posture. And if it's more comfortable for you, you can leave the eyes open at a soft gaze on the floor. And just taking a moment here at the beginning to connect with this intention to arrive where we are. Bringing the awareness into the present time experience. You can feel the body sitting in the chair or cushion, noticing the points of contact where you can feel the feet on the floor or tucked up underneath you, the weight of the body as it sits here. Maybe you can notice the sensation of the clothes on the body. You can also notice the sounds going on around you, the state of mind. Just noticing if there's any noises, if there's a certain mental state such as anxiety or calmness, if the mind is sharp or dull. Not to judge as right or wrong or good or bad, but simply to notice where you're at. And we'll start this Vipassana practice with a few minutes of just focusing on the breath. So you can choose a spot in the body where you can feel the sensations of breathing most naturally. Where can you actually feel the body moving as it breathes? Could be the rise and fall of the abdomen, the expansion and contraction in the lungs. Many Vipassana traditions use the tip of the nose, the nostrils, where you can feel the air tickling ever so slightly as it comes in and coming out just a little bit warmer. You can choose just one spot in the body for now, always returning to another spot in another period of meditation if you like. But for now, just picking one spot in the body to feel the breath. You don't need to force your awareness here. Just gently collecting your attention and placing it here on the body breathing. Tuning in to how it feels to breathe from the beginning of the inhale through the end of the exhale. When the mind wanders, just bringing it back to this sensation, to this one breath right in front of you. You can recognize when the mind wanders off during this meditation. And just noting, thinking, and coming right back to the breath. Every time the mind wanders and we bring it back, we're strengthening this ability to be mindful and to build focus. Returning to this one breath in front of you, over and over, as many times as necessary. You can begin to open up your awareness and note what arises in your experience. We'll start just with the body. So, continuing resting the awareness with the breath and just noticing if and when another experience in the body kind of grabs your attention, jumps up into your awareness. It could be a pain or an itch, the sensation of the breath elsewhere in the body, maybe the simple feeling of the feet on the floor. You can just use the simple mental note, saying to yourself in your head, feeling. So resting with this concentration on the breath, but also this open awareness of what else is arising in the body. When something else jumps up, tuning into it for just a moment and noting, feeling. you can open up to the rest of your experience at the other sense doors, whether it's a sound, a smell or taste, a sight even with eyes closed. Just noting when something arises in your experience. If it's a sound, you don't need to note what the sound is, but just noting in your head, hearing. When the mind begins thinking, noting thinking. This is really the core of Vipassana or insight meditation. Resting with the breath like this and patiently awaiting the other arising experiences. Just noting what comes up and leaving it be, returning to the breath. When the mind wanders off, you can just note thinking. You don't need to figure out why. You don't need to beat yourself up, but using it as a part of the practice. It doesn't matter if the mind has been wandering for a few breaths or a few minutes. Recognizing when the mind wanders and just coming back to the breath again. Returning to this question, what is happening in my experience in this moment? One part of Vipassana that's often missed is coming out of meditation. So, as the bell rings here in a moment, allowing the eyes to open slowly and trying to retain some of this insight, this recognition of what is arising in your experience. Remembering that you don't have to leave this practice on the cushion, you can take it with you. Thanks for practicing with us. You can click the little red subscribe button to get updates on new meditations that we release, and click the little thumbs up icon to help support us.